Hi guys, and welcome to Deadly Duos. Many players generally play with a friend, queuing as a duo. This series will provide you with the best characters for exactly that, the ones who have amazing synergy and objective power. Today, we begin the series with a solid example of a deadly duo, and today, we're talking about FaZe and Chimera. Currently, FaZe is a questionable character. Many players feel she's a bit too strong, and personally I think she doesn't have a bad ability right now. Each and every mechanic she has is, oh my god, it's fantastic. Especially her blind, that's so strong. Probably too strong. So yeah, I'm kind of expecting a nerf heading her way, but not one that's going to affect this deadly duo. Chimera is a dive character. He goes in, stays in, then jumps further in and stays in. Often, Chimera goes in until they die, or he does. So naturally, someone to save Chimera from himself would make Kai's survival chances skyrocket. FaZe is exactly that. Let's talk about why with my 5 reasons these two are a deadly duo. Number 1. Kai survives fights through his regeneration ability, and the more he attacks, the more health regen he gets. But to get that relevant, powerful regen, he's going to need some time to smack players with his axes first, and generally that's about 5 to 10 seconds of smacking, and then this monster is unstoppable. But to get to those stacks, we're still talking about this large window in which he can be slowed down, stunned, miss an attack, or just be bursted down before he can even build up those stacks. FaZe comes in with a massive save here, making this combo amazing with just this reason alone. If FaZe links Chimera at the beginning of a fight and uses her abilities or actives to keep his health up via health regen, Chimera gets the time he needs to build those stacks. That window in which he was vulnerable at the start of the fight disappears, which allows Chimera to go further in, full ham right away like he truly wants to. And by the time FaZe can't powerhouse heal him through that pain anymore, he doesn't give a damn, because at that point, Kai will have built up a heavy amount of stacks, will be regenerating like mad, freeing FaZe to link up someone else who needs it more, which is an effective way to win teamfights with little skill required too. Number 2. Similar to number 1, our reason revolves around Chimera being too blood hungry for his own good. Chimera is able to leap onto his targets from as little as 3-second cooldown, or even shorter if you build Onslaught. This madman just jumps in, jumps again, and then jumps again. And during this time, he will do great damage, maybe make a big play because of it, but with no natural escape, once he goes into a big team fight, especially late game, there's a damn good chance he's not going to leave it alive. To help deal with this, many players have taken to building blink cards on Chimera, or hell, even newly, Stasis Gem. But though those cards can be useful, it is a lot of wasted potential for his kit. These are points that could be more effective elsewhere, so why waste the points? Have FaZe just pull him out when Kai is in over his head. The amount of times I've gone in with a crazy jump, killed someone, and then been pulled out at the last second to get away scot-free, it's amazing. FaZe and Kai are literally like a dog on a leash. It's hilarious.
That was stupid.
Number 3. Now this reason is a fun one in the early game, and often early game ganks are hard because the enemy may ward very well or play very defensively. But with the insanely long range initiation these two provide, that's not so much of a problem anymore. The range of FaZe is slow and Root is stupid. She shoots this giant laser at hilarious range, and then it roots the target if channeled fully into that target. You can't really play around it. You may be stood at the other end of the lane and she's still hitting you with it. It's stupid. But you know what also has a solid range ability? It's Chimera's jump. Imagine you're in lane, minding your own business, and then suddenly from across the damn lane, FaZe starts slowing you, and then the root hits. That's fine because they're never going to reach you in time because of the distance this all began at. But no, Chimera jumps at you from the fog wall with his jump with his respectable range, made possible by FaZe's root. He slows you, then as the slow runs out, he fully locks you down with his ultimate stun, and by that time, FaZe has caught up to the fight, most likely with her carry, and you're dead. But that isn't just a thing that will happen in the early game. The ganking potential is amazing. You can have the support FaZe rotate and gank mid with Kai any time of the game, but late game, specifically when it matters when someone's going to get picked, you can pull off one of these long range picks before the enemy can react, and suddenly you've got this huge advantage, 4v5 kind of situation, to go take Raptors or Prime or Structures with that numbers advantage. Number 4. Though the last reason explained the offensive power of these two, there's actually some brilliant defensive power here too. FaZe and Chimera bring some of the best peel ever. It's very important to protect your team. Often, your carry player. Super important to peel for your carry, in fact. So if we look at this deadly duo, we look at the fact that FaZe brings her blind, her slow, and even her pull when it comes to peeling. But Chimera brings an almost infinite slow himself with those constant jumps, keeping that target slowed and locked down. He can slow those targets off you carry, FaZe can blind them out, and Kai can even stun them with an ulti, or even better, if it's done correct, you could have them be blind, Chimera ult, displace a bunch of people, knocking them away while they're blind, and that's a massive amount of space you just created in one fight. When you need to protect your carry, Chimera and FaZe do it so very well. Number 5. The fifth and final reason for this great combo is their potential to take the big objectives. I'm talking about Raptors and Prime, especially Prime. As we mentioned earlier, Chimera needs some time to build up stacks at the beginning of a fight. So let's say you're Chimera tanking Prime, but it's going to kill you before you have time to build up those stacks to survive. FaZe comes in with the beautiful regen link, and that provides Kai the time he needs to build up those sweet stacks. Easy peasy, kind of similar to number 1, right? A straightforward way to regen up and get those stacks and survive long enough to infinitely live. However, this means a super straightforward Prime kill, but the key here is the fact that you can do it the moment Prime spawns. With the help of your carry, FaZe and Kai, you can go tank Prime all day. Not many players are going to expect a team to go take Prime like the moment it spawns at 15 minutes. And if you're left to your own devices, go snag that Prime. It's an easy inhib or even a win. There you have it. 5 major reasons why Chimera and FaZe make it into my deadly duos list. Give it a try if you want to, it's very fun. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, it really helps. And hey, if you've also got your own deadly duo in mind, 2 characters that work really well together that you've tried or know about, then leave it in the comments, I might just look into it. And a huge thank you and shout out to my Patreon supporters who have my back for all my online endeavors. Thank you guys so much, you make all of this possible. Thank you. And finally, thanks to you guys for watching the video. I'll be back with more Paragon soon. See you next time. Give me that wow, it's stupid line, and then I'll just like work it in.
Wow. That was stupid.
Okay.
You actually put that in.
Yeah, I will.